Today, we are going to be installing the Trojan Lithium OnePack battery into an E-Z-GO RXV Gen 1 ELiTE golf cart. Trojan's drop-in solutions for the RXV come in 105 amp-hour and 171 amp-hour batteries, offering ranges of up to 75 miles. We're installing the 105 amp-hour OnePack here, but the process for all OnePack 48-volt models is the same. The best part is that it's an easy install with no need to replace your motor or controller. Let's get into it. First, make sure you have the tools needed and the appropriate personal protective equipment. This includes insulated gloves, safety glasses, and closed-toed shoes. To complete the job, you'll need a 13mm socket, T45 Torx bit, a drill with a 3/8-inch bit, zip ties, a center punch, an electrically insulated torque wrench, and a Curtis handheld programmer. To start the process, we're going to remove the old Samsung battery. Make sure the cart is in tow mode. You can block the tires to prevent any rollback. Disconnect the positive and negative cables from the Samsung battery and store them away from each other. Then remove the 8-point Deutsch connector. Finally, remove all 8 hold-down points that physically connect the battery to the cart. These include 2 top-threaded standoff nuts, 2 bracket bolts, and 4 battery basin-to-frame bolts. Physically remove the battery from the cart. It's recommended that you use another team member to lift the battery out of the cart. To complete the process and begin the installation, remove the diagonal brackets and vertical screw rods that were part of the Samsung hold-down system. These will not be reused. These rods may require extraction via the use of a grinder tool. Zip tie any loose factory harnesses to the frame to clean up space in the battery basin and ensure an easy drop-in of the OnePack. Next, we're going to drill the holes for the mounting bracket for the OnePack. Align the front hole of the Trojan mounting bracket with the forward mounting hole on the vehicle frame rail. Use the bracket as a template to mark where the second mounting hole needs to be drilled. Drill the new hole in the frame at the marked location. Repeat steps 1 through 3 on the opposite side of the battery basin. Attach the battery to the mounting bracket, but do not put the battery in the cart yet. Next, we will install the dashboard accessories for the OnePack battery. Remove the charger port from the vehicle wall and disconnect the gray interlock connector attached to the charger port. Remove the floor mat and dashboard and cup holder assembly. Now route the state of charge gauge harness under the floorboard up to the dashboard opening. Drill your mounting holes as shown for the state of charge gauge and the push button. The state of charge gauge hole will be 2 inches wide, and the push button hole will be 7/8 of an inch. Install both accessories and connect them to the state of charge gauge harness. Now you may replace the floor mat and dashboard assembly. Next, we're going to install the OnePack battery charger port. You can use the factory holes to mount the charger port to the vehicle wall. You want to make sure the port cap is facing down to protect the plug from moisture. Now we can install the actual OnePack battery. With the help of your team member, lower the battery and a fixed bracket into the cart, ensuring the bracket holes align with the holes drilled earlier. Next, screw in the bracket using the hardware from the RXV bracket kit. Install the charger, making sure it's on its side and the cooling fan is not blocked or covered. Now that the battery is in the cart, we'll do our wiring. First, the interlock harness. Connect the charger's AC input cable to the AC charge port NEMA plug on the vehicle wall. Connect the gray 2-pin vehicle interlock connector to the gray 2-pin connector of the Trojan interlock harness. Connect the spade terminals on the other end of the interlock harness to the Trojan battery charger's interlock spade terminals. Connecting blue wire to blue wire and brown wire to brown wire is preferred. Next comes the CAN harness. Connect the CAN harness from the vehicle's gray Deutsch connector to the CAN port on the OnePack battery. Finally, we'll connect the power terminals. Connect the negative cable to the OnePack negative terminal. Use your electrically insulated torque wrench to torque the bolt to 50 to 60 inch-pounds. There may be as many as 4 to 5 ring lugs on the terminal bolt, depending on your vehicle's hardware. Route the battery-to-vehicle harness ring lug to the OnePack positive terminal. Then connect the positive cable and the battery-to-vehicle harness ring lug together to the positive terminal. Again, torquing 50 to 60 inch-pounds. There may be as many as 5 to 6 ring lugs on the terminal bolt, depending on your vehicle's hardware. Now that the battery is installed and wired in, it's time to program the controller for compatibility. Insert the plug of the Curtis handheld programmer onto the circular communication port that goes to the motor controller. Update the parameters to the appropriate values provided. Your OnePack battery should now be installed and ready to run. Check that the battery turns on and off using the dashboard push button, all wiring connections are snug, and that the charger functions properly. Now you're ready to enjoy the range of your E-Z-GO RXV. Up to 60 miles with the OnePack and up to 75 miles with the OnePack Extended Range. Both come with a 10-year limited warranty, including 5 years full coverage and 5 years prorated, a host of additional safety features, and Trojan support so you can ride with confidence. We'll see you out there.